everybody, it's me, Kirazina Cheetah, back with more Harvester! Yes, I said, don't stand so close to me, Loomis, because Loomis is a bit of a creeper, but that's alright, I guess. There's not really anything here to look at, so... let's go over here. Alright, so there's the police station. Let's go to the fire station, because that one guy wanted us to talk to people here.
Please excuse the mess. They've done wonders with the upstairs bedroom, but this garage defies color coordination.
Okay, and is that a pink hot fire? It's a fire truck with a lovely shade of pink.
Sorry, Steve. After I'm through here, I've got cleaning to do. Rush, rush.
Oh, guy. Saliva is foaming from his barking chops. Let's talk to
Hello,
Sparky.
Steve. Welcome to the House of Flame, as we like to call it.
Hi.
Oh, cut it out, Spots, honestly. Once he gets barking, a good piece of meat is the only way to shut him up. There you go, Spot.
Okay then.
So, Steve, bet you don't remember me.
Nope.
Heard about that short in the old wiring. I'm Fire Marshal Sparky, head of your fire department.
Nice to meet you, Sparky. This.
Please, it's not the subject, it's the process.
All
Don't be such a party pooper, Steve. We're talking about art.
okay.
Besides, we haven't had a fire in Harvest since the newspaper building burned down. Though I'll admit that the Wasp Woman's place is one big accident waiting to happen. Isn't that right, Spots?
Okay then. Apparently the Wasp Woman. Let's talk about the Wasp Woman.
Some people think all we do is sit around, fetching examples of manhood for our own amusement. Nothing could be further from the truth. Why, just the other day we cited Tetsu a Crumb for fire code violations. All the dried out paper wasp nests clustered around our wooden house, why, it's a chemlog just waiting for the right faggot. Believe me, none of us wants to see another fiasco like the Sentinel fire.
Alright then, let's try art.
Art enriches the community, Steve. No less than a pulsing fire hose or a fireman beating down a blazing door. So what if we're drawing a nude man? So what if all we ever draw is a nude man, or the same nude man over and over in all sorts of provocative positions? Context, not content. Process, not subject. Don't be so ghosty, it's beneath you.
Newspaper fire, I guess?
A dreadful affair. You wouldn't think that a brick and steel building with a sprinkler system could go up that quickly.
Think it was arson?
Oh, please. Dwayne was glad enough to see the thing go up, and so was McKnight. If you could get into that safe in his wall... Forget it.
Damn.
Look, Steve, as far as I know, the fire was an accident. Let's just leave it at that.
But I don't wanna.
Now don't you go moving.
Spawn. Bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
I don't converse on the job, Steve. I don't converse on the job, Steve.
Okay, let's talk to the fireman.
Don't bother me, I'm sketching. Oh, look what you made me do!
Did you put a line on the diddlywink that you weren't supposed to? Because that kind of sucks. Anyhow, well-endowed, nude man standing in the moonlight. Accident just waiting to happen. A photorealistic mural of a peaceful countryside. I was about to say. Lights are too high up to reach. Let's get out of here. Pickets of the fence gleam with a fresh coat of white paint, like clean-cut soldiers standing at attention, defending truth, justice, and the American way. Alright then. Can we not hurt the dog, please? Thank you. Alright, let's, if I can figure out how to leave. There we go. Alright, newspaper building. We're almost done looking through Harvest. It's been quite a journey. What's left of the newspaper building after an extreme fire? At least the plumbing held up. That's true, Mr. Swell probably. He's glad about that. There's not much here. Alright then. I guess we should go search through here. Let's see. Professionally kept landscape. The hideous symbol stands out like a swastika or a flattened spider. I could see that. Alright, let's go in here. These votive candles have been lit by many well-wishers for the dead, or one well-wisher with a lot of matches. Pair of comfortable-looking sofas. Schedule of this week's funerary events. Those dear to us who have passed recently, Jonathan A. Rhinecliffe. Let's look at the ledger. There it is. Can I can't look at it! Alright then. I guess in here? Rows and rows of empty wooden pews, caked with dust of indifference. Small lectern for a priest. What is with that music? Can we not do that, please? Thank you. Imprint of a head, buttocks, and sliding heels are scraped into the thick dust of the pew. Alright. An empty vessel of the dead. A hauntingly beautiful stained glass window in which a man holds a scythe in one hand and some ethereal power in the other. A saint kneels before a shepherd, jubilantly terrified. Okay! I think that's key for getting out of here. Alright, let's go in here. Oh, dear. Those aren't quite the sounds that you'd expect to hear at in a mortuary.
Stephen,
Who are you?
I am Daniel Moynihan.
Oh, hi, Mr. Moynihan.
Mortician and proprietor of the Wayward Hotel.
Most
know
people ask me why I don't remember their
very,
names.
very good
Well,
professions.
you always were a kidder, Steve.
Damn it!
Besides, as one who deals with the dead, I try not to involve myself in the affairs of the living.
I respect that.
Your loss of memory is of no concern to me, true or false. Ironic, considering my recent involvement in a charity event.
What are you talking about?
My complaints were central to the scheduling of the upcoming Harvest Bake Sale. I'm gratified the Order of the Harvest Moon got involved. The proceeds will certainly help cover my losses.
Order of the Harvest Moon.
As always, the Order of the Harvest Moon has taken the lead in addressing our societal ills. Through their sponsorship of the blood drive and the bake sale, the lodge ensures that all our needs are met.
Needs. Such as...
Pardon me, there are corpses to prepare, and my losses have been substantial of late. If you're sincerely interested in the Order, however, you should stop by the lodge and speak with the Sergeant-at-Arms.
Why should I be interested, Mr. Moynihan?
Of all the spots in Harvest, the lodge is the most prominent, literally and figuratively. It is the ambition of everyone here to join, and join you must to attain wisdom.
What kind
see.
of wisdom?
If I knew, I'd be a member. I have the feeling you have what it takes to join the Order, Stephen. We all believe that. Whether or not you live up to your potential is up to you.
Okay. Losses.
It seems that, like some elephant's graveyard, people of low station come to Harvest to die. They simply drop dead, penniless, and they all need burials. God knows, by putting these people up at the Wayward Hotel, I do more than my fair share. So why must I pay for the coffins and burial materials as well? My losses to the dead are substantial, Hopefully the bake sale will offset some of them.
You're not all very reasonable. The dead.
Yes, I prepare them. I use this astro glue to close my autopsy incision rather than sutures. It's much faster, more efficient. Of course, it only holds for a short while, but once they're in the ground, who cares if they split open? They will anyway. The pressure of the gases and the worms pressing outward, rupturing the cavity open. So why bother with fancy needlework?
A cold-blooded approach.
Hey,
But what of my
that's true.
losses? Do you realize if it weren't for the efforts of the Order of the Harvest Moon, the bake sale and so forth, even with the Wayward Hotel, I'd be hard-pressed to stay in business?
Yeah, I agree with this guy. I mean, you know what? Something has to give, but bake
This
sale.
bake sale is a joint effort of the Harvest PTA and the Order of the Harvest Moon. The proceeds will be used to set up a fund for transients. In other words, bums and societal rejects without families who wander into Harvest uninvited.
Then, the Order is setting up shelters for the homeless?
Not shelters. Graves. You see a great number of these hobos die while passing through. Don't ask me why, it's what those people do. Use your common sense, Stephen, memory or no. If they were involved in setting up homeless shelters, then why would I be involved? And why would I be sustaining losses?
Very true. Bye.
I'd say it's been a pleasure, but I find the company of the living so wearisome.
You know what? I like this guy. YouTube Astro Glue.
You can't have that, Stephen. I need it for
Damn.
my work. And may I say you're a rude young man for attempting to steal it.
I was only gonna borrow it.
Indeed. And have you anything I could hold as security?
Security. Like what? Money?
I'm afraid that's not good enough. I need that glue for my work. You must present me with something significant if you'd have me part with it.
I think mayhaps I might have to think on that. Organic things floating in formaldehyde in these jars, the sort of things that make you want to look away when you can really see what they are, but your eyes won't oblige. I want to see those in greater detail, please. Fans whirring blades barely stir the stench-laden air. Alright then, also that noise is very out of place. Messy remains of some poor soul. Pair of bloody handprints are smeared across the glass. That's not good. Nasty looking sink? Well, I'd imagine so. A disembodied organ which is never meant to pump formaldehyde. Oh no, I don't think it would be. Why is there... Are those exposed bricks or blood? World will never know. Temperature gauge. Needle lies on 33 degrees Fahrenheit. Let's see.
Why should I care about that?
For the glue! Maybe if I...
Okay.
No. Okay. I tried, everybody. Oh dear, who's messaging me? Oh. Okay then. Alright, I'm muting my phone now. Oops. Alright. So, next we'd have to go to the Wayward Hotel, yeah. Because we haven't been there yet. Well, that looks kind of nice. Let's see. Wish I could read that. Oh, that's my inventory. That's tiny. Can I go inside? I sure can! And you're here. Somehow. Reflections make the lobby seem more spacious than it actually is. PTA bake sale is on Friday. Let's talk to
Young
Mr.
man, we
Moynihan.
really have nothing to say to each other. I have the feeling your image shall soon adorn my slab, and I'd rather not know the face of the meat I'm slicing.
Lodge?
You're spouting gibberish.
Stephanie? Oh. Stephanie?
You're spouting gibberish.
Alright, I tried.
I'd say it's been a pleasure, but I find the company of the living so wearisome.
No, I agree. Reminds me of, that guy off of Full House, the dad. I forget the name. I never watched Full House that much. Somewhat ponderous console radio evokes an earlier era. Ledger of names, the last being Jonathan A. Rhinecliff. Checked in Monday, and guess who died? Not long ago, it was him. Can I take that? I can totally take that, and you don't give a shit. Okay, that's fine then. Bye.
How's the husband-to-be?
Other than having no memory, I guess I'm all right.
All right. You should be ecstatic, considering what you're getting into, if you haven't gotten into it already. Speaking of which, I heard Stephanie was grounded.
Yeah, she is.
Her daddy's worried about getting his meat. Though if I were him, I'd be more concerned about Stephanie getting some meat.
Right.
Mr.
And
Johnson,
you
please
are...
stop.
You always were a kidder, Steve.
Damn it!
I'm Mr. Johnson, remember? Glad you stopped by. Just got finished waxing the tucker. I could use a little relaxation. But since Edna's not here, I might as well talk to you.
Hey, Stephanie.
Speaking of Stephanie, I still haven't gotten an invitation to the wedding yet.
I don't have anything to do with that.
That's okay. Personally, I'd prefer a pass to the honeymoon.
Hey.
You could use the back seat of my Tucker for the maiden voyage. It's plenty big, believe you me. I'd drive you around, and I wouldn't look in the back seat, I guarantee it.
You're really
Oh,
gross.
if you'd like to come up front and take the wheel a while, I wouldn't say nay.
Mr. Johnson's top.
Heck of an automobile, isn't she? Damn shame I have to sit out here and watch over her all the time. But if I didn't, those stupid kids might scratch her up playing ball.
Well, that's real Tucker. I can understand your concern.
Hell yes, it's real. I wouldn't be so protective of her if she was just a reproduction. I'm
True.
mighty particular about my Tucker. I had the garage remodeled like a fortress, so I could lock her up at night and get some sleep.
I'm sure she's safe enough inside.
A few months back, someone broke into my house,
Really?
trying to get into the garage. I had to gripe like hell before the sheriff agreed to start the evening patrols and instigate the curfew.
Edna.
Edna Fitzpatrick is one of the snootiest women in town. I declare there isn't a woman in Harvest that turned me away. If I was interested, that is. Just because she owns DNAs She's got all these highfalutin ideas about independence. And her with a
You're the
little girl
creepy
to raise.
guy!
That child needs a father. And Edna, well, she needs a good, hard penis.
She needs you to step the fuck away from her, sir. I didn't realize this was the creepy guy, but, it's the creepy guy, Edna's Diner.
I'll admit DNA's done it does good business. But money isn't everything to a woman. Can money keep you warm at night? Can you wrap your thighs around it? Or rake bloody gashes in its back with your painted hollowed fingernails? Edna? Edna! So, how's Stephanie?
You disturb me. Let's see. What can I ask about that? Let's ask about the Tucker.
Heck of an automobile, isn't she?
And then, can I take a look
Don't
at
see
it?
why not, but don't touch her.
I won't.
I'm mighty particular about my Tucker.
I'm sure
Alright.
she...
A few...
Alright, bye.
Bye now.
Bye, creepy person. During the day, Mr. Johnson keeps watch over his precious 48 Tucker. Let's examine the Tucker. That didn't go well. Alright, there's nothing much to be looking at. Manhole cover. Manhole cover is locked in place. Nasty stench. Drifts up from the sewers below. That's good. Alright then, I'm, getting out of here, Mr. Tucker. Abandoned house. Let's go here. Old car is the perfect nesting grounds for wasps. Basically, this place is the perfect nesting ground for wasps. Let's not beat around the bush. I played a little bit of this game before, and I played up to here. And this is Tetsuo Crumb.
It's not often that I get visitors. I am Tetsuo Crumb.
Nice to meet ya.
The ignorant of harvest call me the Wasp Woman.
I see.
A pejorative, no doubt. Born of fear and a poverty of imagination.
I don't understand.
The politics of honey, the Judeo-Christian rites of sacrifice and conventional taboos against unbridled pleasure are all responsible for the prejudice against wasps.
Okay. With that, I'm going to end this episode here. So, this has been Kiara Zuri Nishida with Harvester. I hope that you've enjoyed this episode, and that you'll stick around for more. Bye, guys!